Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, judges, and today I will give you my opinion based on the data and according to the motion. And the motion is this House will adopt student loan mechanism in Indonesia. And I will start my argument in 3, 2, 1. First, we have to know the definition of student loan, a financial burden, a long-term debt, financial stress, and the risky context in the video. First, the student loan. The student loan is money you borrow from the government or a bank to pay for college. You use it because university is super expensive nowadays and many families cannot afford it. But remember, this money is not a gift or a scholarship. You have to pay it all back later, usually with extra interest once you finish your study. And the second is a financial burden. A financial burden means something that makes your life really hard because you lack money. It means your wallet is always empty because you have to pay for a big problem. For a new graduate, this loan becomes a huge burden. Instead of using their first salary to buy food, pay rent, or give some money to their parents, they must give it to the bank. And the third is a long-term debt. A long-term debt is a debt that always stays with you for a very, very long time. You cannot just pay it off in 1 or 2 months. It usually to 10 to takes, takes 10 to 20 years to clear it. So you will carry this debt into your adult life. You might still be paying for your college debt even when you are already married or trying to buy a new house. And the next is financial stress. Financial stress is that horrible feeling when you worry about money every single day. It makes you feel scared, anxious, and tired because you are always thinking about bills. Young people with student loans face this financial stress. They are terrified of losing their job because if they don't have an income, they cannot pay the bank. And the last is risky. Risky means dangerous because things can go wrong very easily. It means you are taking a big gamble with your future. Putting student loans in Indonesia is super risky. Why? Because finding a good job here is hard. If graduates cannot get a job, they cannot pay the loan. And that is a disaster for everyone. And our main argument is that student loans will only bring a heavy financial burden and massive financial stress to Indonesian students. This mechanism is very risky and it doesn't solve the real problem of expensive education. Why does this happen? Is a student loan is a long-term debt. When students graduate, they are forced to pay back the money immediately. But the reality in Indonesia is that finding a good job with a high salary is very hard right now. Many fresh graduates are unemployed or get very low wages. If they already have a big debt on their shoulders, they will suffer from extreme financial stress. They cannot focus on building their career because they are always scared of the bank or debt collector. We don't need to look far for an example. Let's look at what happened at ITB in January 2024. According to major Indonesian news outlets like Kompas and the Jakarta Post, ITB worked together with a financial platform called Danacita to offer loans for students who couldn't pay their tuition. What was the result? It became a massive disaster. Students held big protests on campus because the interest rates were way too high and it trapped them in heavy debt. This real event proves that bringing loan mechanism into Indonesian university only creates panic, anger, and huge financial stress for families, rather than actually helping them. Therefore, introducing students loans in Indonesia is super risky. It changed education from a human right into a dangerous debt trap. This is why this motion must fall, and we proud to oppose. Thank you.